Okay, sir.
Okay, so today we are going to perform a digital level survey. Earlier you learned about the dumpy level, in which we use the manual dumpy level and the auto level. Okay, in dumpy level and in auto level, we need to observe the reading, we need to bisect the reading, and based on that particular procedure, we mention this will be the reading of the particular point, and using the HI method and the rise and fall method, we calculate the RL of each and every point. That is the procedure in dumpy level, or you can say the in a auto level. Now we move in a forward direction, in which we use the digital level for the same practical. Remember, the aim of the practical is what? It will remain same, to calculate the RL or to find the RL of any point. Or if you have the RL of any point, then we need to establish that particular RL. So that is the two main objective or aim of the leveling. બે રીઝન હોય, કાં તો આપણે આરએલ કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરવાનું હોય, કાં તો આપણી પાસે આરએલ હોય તો એ આરએલ અચીવ કરવાનું હોય. જનરલી ઇન ધ પ્રેક્ટિકલ ફિલ્ડ શું હોય કે ઇફ વી કન્સ્ટ્રક્ટ એની હાઈવે and we need to provide the slope, so in that condition we need to establish, okay, we need to fix that particular slope. And if you need to prepare any contour, then we need to find the RL of that particular field, and then based on the connecting the same RL, we could create a contour map. Okay. Now here in the digital level, when you enter in the main menu, we have a 4 numbers of options. Number 1, measure. Number 2, adjust. Number 3, set. And number 4, data manager. Option number 1, measure. In option number 1, again we have a 4 number of options, in which first number is measure mode. Simply we call as a differential leveling. If you want to measure the RL directly, then you can choose your measure mode. Number 2, that is the stack out. Stack out means what? We have a like a the already we mentioned this is the RL of that particular point. Now where is that particular point and what is the RL of ground? If you want to establish it, then we can choose the stack out. Like generally we choose for the particular slope, because we already performed the survey and we choose that this will be your RL of particular slope. Then next point the slope, then next, because it is continuously maybe increasing or continuously maybe falling. There is a 2 option we have. So simply at the same interval we need to fix that particular RL, and based on that, if we prepare any earthwork or the concrete construction work, so we need to maintain that particular level. Okay, also when you construct any types of the building also, okay, and you want to use this digital level or the level, okay, and you want to maintain, so then this takeout also is useful. Next, leveling. So in leveling generally we prepare, like if you want to calculate the RL of any point, prepare a contour map, performing the cross sectioning, profile leveling survey. Okay, so generally we use leveling. Then next one is the ground height. Okay, what is the ground height? Because generally we need to calculate the ground height and horizontal distance. So that is for the option number 4. Okay, then option number 2, adjust. Okay, you adjust the instrument based on your requirement. Okay, that is already done. Next, number 3, set. In setup we have 2 options, measuring parameter and instrumental parameter. In measuring parameter, how we observe the reading, what will be your measuring mode. Okay, so option number 1, measuring mode. So in measuring mode, n times, number 1 option, and number 2, continuous. N times means what? How many times you want to observe the reading, or how many, because it is a one types of the scanner. It is a image processing instrument. So simply from this digital level, they scan the barcoded stuff. So if you enter n equal to 1, this instrument scan the barcode type single time. If you type n equal to 5 times, so this instrument scanning 5 numbers of time and then give the reading. Okay, why we use that 5 mm? Because if we have a shaking or if we have a wind velocity higher, then we can choose can equal to 4 or 5, depend on the ground condition. But right now we have a normal wind speed. Okay, we have a, you can say, the lesser distance. Yes, also we have far distance. Okay, 100 meter, 200 meter. Then also because there will be shaking. So simply to adjust that level or maintaining our accuracy, okay, we use n equal to 4, 5 or whatever you want, depend on the site condition. Okay. Right now I choose n equal to 1. Then continuous. Right now no option is choosing number 2 option. Okay, no need to any choose, because if you click on continue and enter the button, simply instrument is continuously read the or scanning the leveling stuff or barcoded stuff. But right now no need of that. Simply end time number 1 enter and then escape. Now minimum reading, we have other options. So in the minimum generally in the dumpy level, in the auto level, we have a list count of 5 mm. But here we have a 1 mm and 0.1 mm. Okay, so for this practical we choose 1 mm is your list count. Okay, minimum reading. Okay, then inverse mode will be there. Inverse mode when we calculate the height of any, like here we have a chhajja. Okay, so simply you need to put your leveling step like this: 0 at the top of the chhajja, okay, and whatever the maximum reading will be there. So we need to fix invert or inverse leveling stuff or barcoded stuff. Okay, because what happened, generally we use when we inverse mode, your all the formula will be, you can say, the opposite. Generally HI is what? Benchmark plus backside. But if benchmark we fix there, then what is the, that is the assumptions, remember. Or if you want to calculate the HI RL of that particular point, then the backside, what is, you can calculate that RL of that particular point is equal to, general equation is what? HI minus intermediate side or minus foresight. But for if you want to calculate the RL of the chhajja, okay, then RL of the chhajja is equal to HI plus intermediate side or foresight plus. So that is that's why there is a separate inverse mode. Okay, then displacement unit, તમારે display કયો unit થશે. Okay, so we have a meter, feet, we have two options. Okay, generally we choose meter. Okay, so these are the other options, and the last one is the save mode. Generally we choose auto mode. Okay, in the save options. So these are the various, you can say, the options we have in the digital level in the main menu. Okay, now we start our survey work, in which we choose the first option, measure. Okay, click on enter button. Then right now we are going to perform the leveling survey. Okay, if you want to perform a leveling survey, profile leveling survey, contour survey, okay, in which we need to observe a foresight, backside and intermediate side, then we choose third option, that is your leveling. Clear? So click on the leveling button and the number 3 enter. Now when you enter in the leveling options, okay, there will be a job name. So you need to give a job name. So we enter today date 13 January 1301. So this alphabet, or you can say the number, you can use to enter the job name. Okay, so this is the now job name. Now once you enter the data or enter the name, click on the enter button. Now first the instrument as backside point, means this is the P1 point known as a backside, that is the name is mentioned. It is already fixed. Whenever you open the instrument, give the name, the first point is always backside and name is itself is a P1. Simple. Okay, then enter. Now instrument as load the data. If you have the data already and we are changing and we perform the same practical, like I entered 1301, that is the job name. Now if I shifting my instrument to other location, then I have a previous load data, I have a job name. So simply same job name you need to enter. Okay, and then you can click on yes button or enter the data. Right now we haven't any data. Okay, right now I am escaping. Okay, now instrument is asking about the backside GH. GH means what? Ground height. એટલે એનો મતલબ શું થયો? It is the benchmark. It is a reference point of your work. So right now, okay, we assume because it is an arbitrary benchmark generally assume. So we assume it is a 50. Okay, you can choose 100 also. Okay, remember arbitrary benchmark is choose based on what will be the maximum RL. Okay, જે પ્રમાણે if you know the difference may be it may be 20 meter 30 meter, so you can choose more than 20-30 meter. So simply your reading will be not less than 0. That is your priority, how to choose the benchmark correctly. Otherwise if you choose right now, okay, 1 meter, and if we have the value like a 20 meter below or whatever staff reading will be there, because what happen, HI minus something value. So if we have a difference more than that, then the value will be minus. So that you need to consider while you choose the benchmark of any point. Okay, that is the arbitrary benchmark. Okay, now click on the enter button. Now measure the backside point. Okay, measure કરીશું. ચલો barcode stop. Okay. So this is the barcoded stop from the, you can say, the digital level. Simply they scan this barcode. Okay, from this barcode there is a code is stored in this instrument already. They know the meaning of this code. If they know the code, then simply the value will be mentioned in the background. You can see that there will be a background process in the particular digital level. So simply they scan the code and then it appear, the value appear in this display. That is a simple logic how they observe the reading and then appearing in the image. Here we are not seeing any types of measurement like 1 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm, 4 mm. Simply like also you can see that the different you can say the depth and the width will be there. Okay, so it not represent that this will be 1 mm, this will be 2 mm, this will be 5 mm. No. Here we have just a code like in the DMARC. Simply they scan the data, there will be one code is generated. Okay, black and white value, it represent different code. So simply they get the code and from the image they know, generally we know if your ID number is this, so I know the name of the person or name of the student, same way. Okay, they find the code, okay, they have said it, then they decoded it. Okay, there is a various parts like a beam splitter will be there, decoder will be there, okay, detector will be there. So simply detecting, then beam splitter record the data of white and black, and from that you can say the detector and then recorder, they find the value, and at the end of after observing the value, okay, in the mirror or in the display, the value is clear. That is the simple process behind how the instrument is capturing the data, okay, or scanning the data. Around 4 or 5 meters थोड़ा दूर करो. Remember, we cannot, okay, if you want to accurate data, the distance between instrument and the staff reading is more than 1 meter. 1 meter કરતા ઓછું reading લેવાનું નહીં. Okay, વધારે accuracy માટે. Okay, now we have a, you can see the one leveling stuff. Now measure the backside point. Now from here we have a tip of the theodolite digital level, and here you can see that energy. So you need to bisect from initially, okay, randomly, because you can directly cannot measure from the your eyepiece. So તમારે અહીંયાથી measure કરવાનું છે first. Once your leveling staff or barcoded staff is aligned with these 2 points, then again you can bisect from this eyepiece and clearing the view using this focusing screw and clearing your diaphragm using this eyepiece screw. Okay. Okay, now the focus is clear. Focus is clear now. Okay, eyepiece is clear. Okay, diaphragm is clear. Now just you need to click on the measure button, the red one. Okay, when you click the button, simply here you can see the reading, that is the staff reading 1.503, the distance 8.301.
One.
Okay, the ground height, because we already mentioned the benchmark of that point. Benchmark means what? It is the RL of that particular point. Okay, that is the level of that particular ground. So simply ground height will remain same 50 meter. Okay, and the point number P1. Now I am entering the data. Now instrument asks again select the point type. Now generally we know in the leveling we have three types of the point: backside, foresight, and intermediate. Right now we already observe the backside. The next point, if we have numbers of point, the next point will be intermediate. And the last point from this instrument station, it is your foresight. Clear? Okay. Change the location. Okay, good. Okay, now I choose the intermediate, then enter. Here you can see the name I1. Okay, for backside P1, for intermediate side I1. If we take number of reading, then I1, I2, I3, we have numbers of reading. Okay, now the process will be done. Then measure button. So that is the value
Clear नहीं आ
we have. Okay, the height is 1.512, horizontal distance, and here you can see the ground height 49.991 meter. So that is the advantage using of this instrument. Okay, so ground height is given to you, that 49. Okay, earlier what? First we observe the reading, then prepare one table, which point is backside, which point is intermediate, and which was your foresight. And based on that, if you know the HI method very well, we calculate the RL of any point using the HI method. If you know the rise and fall method, we use the rise and fall method and calculate the RL. But now in this digital level, no need of any calculation, no need to prepare any field book, no need to prepare any observation table. Okay, simply you can bisect the reading will appear automatically. Okay, it's simply eliminating the human error. Okay, all the human error is now eliminated. Okay, if you mistaken taken like a 0.5 to 0.1 in the calculation, there was a mistake, so all the error is now eliminated. Okay, also you can find out the height difference. HD means what? Height difference. Height difference means what? When we compare, the first reading is 0.009 meter above from this particular point. That is the difference. -1 means what? The first reading minus second reading. That is the procedure we follow in the rise and fall method. તો અહીંયા તમને ડાયરેક્ટ જ આપી દે છે કે 0.009 meter is below from the previous point. So that is the comparison also we can. That is the differential leveling. Okay, તો એ બી તમને ડાયરેક્ટ મળી જશે. Now next, again enter. Now if it is your last point, choose the back side. If it is not, then again, if you want to continue the work, then choose the intermediate side. So that is the procedure for the, you can say the how we perform the survey in digital level. Okay, here we have an advantage also. Every coin has a two sign, remember. We cannot say the always the advantages, or you can say the benefit using the digital level. We have also some restriction, like the storage, then transferring the data. Okay, then you can say the lifespan of a battery. What is the battery life? We can work up to 2 hours, 4 hours. The range, okay, manually we can, okay, whatever our neck eye visible, we can bisect it. But here, okay, up to like 100 meter is the accuracy. So we can maximum measure up to the 100 meter. After 100 meter, we need to change the reading. Maybe 200 meter. It depends upon the range of this instrument. It may be vary by instrument to instrument, by the model of the, you can see the digi level, or the company also depend upon the lens. Okay, everything. So that is the, you can see the restriction. Also, when we have a vibration, okay, right now we can know here also there is a, you can say the effect. If it is a, if there will be any vibration during the construction work, okay, there is a chances our instrument lose its balance. In manually, we can easily adjust particular. But here the data is already fixed, the height is already done. Now they know this will be the height of the, so when there is any vibration, continuous vibration, there is a problem using of this instrument because of lots of dust maybe there. Okay, so there is also, you can say also the some skilled person is required to holding the stuff, because there is a proper fixed position how you can hold the leveling stuff. So these are all, you can say, the consider the other side of the digital level. But there is a, you can say that we can overcome it using your expertise. Okay, and if you use the frequently, it will be easy to use compared to manual, or you can say the dumpy level or auto level. Okay, okay, so you can start the work and continue the survey. Okay, thank you.